What's up, everybody? This is Doggie Diamonds for Doggie Diamonds TV. So, Eboni K. Williams is making her rounds throughout the blogger sphere, throughout the internet, based off of her comments with Iyanla saying that she wouldn't date a bus driver. So, let me just give it to you like this. I don't think she was wrong for saying that. I think everybody has their preference. I think everybody should be entitled to date who they want to date or not date who they don't want to date. Look at it like this, and I had a different perspective on it, because when Iyanla had asked Kim Kardashian, would she date a bus driver? Crickets, crickets, crickets. I don't think she would have. Would she have asked Elizabeth Taylor if she was alive? Would she ask her that? See, these women, which were white women who you're going to look at with a certain esteem or level of success, you would never ask them would they date down. I'm not saying a bus driver is down, but her response was, yes, if he owns a bus. See, when you have a certain amount of money, success, why should you date down? And it is dating down, because if she did come through with a bus driver, we would be looking at her like, she's dating a bus driver. So you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Kind of like Britney Spears when she came through with Kevin Federline. Everybody was like, she's dating one of her dancers. Like, what is she doing that for? Kind of like J-Lo. When she was dating one of her dancers, the backup dancer, everybody was like, she's dating a backup dancer. Why is she dating a backup dancer? That doesn't make any sense. She left Diddy for a backup dancer. So regardless where you at in your life, you have the preference, you have the right to say who you would date, why you would date them. And if you have a certain amount of money and success, sometimes you want people that can match that, or at least bring a quarter of it. She said if he owns the bus. So right there, she was talking about ownership. Right there, she was talking about boss stuff. We all have the right to say what we would and wouldn't do. And I think the ridicule that she's getting and people are angry at her for saying that, I think it's kind of misguided. I think it's kind of one-sided. And I think she was kind of being set up in that situation because, again, Iyanla would definitely not ask any of them white women, would they date a bus driver, or would you date a plumber, or would you date a construction worker? She wouldn't ask them that. I've never seen any of those women get asked that or ask would they date down. But you ask her that, and of course, you know, us as a people, we're going to have our outrage because this is what we do. So we're going to say, oh, that's why she's single, blah, 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 blah. I mean, listen, if you're worth a few millions and you have success and you have all that, you got the right to date somebody who you think is equivalent that can match you. Because if not, people are going to say what? They're only dating her for her money. She's trying to get her money. You know, and that's just what society's going to say. So I don't think it was wrong. I think she had the right to say what the fuck she wanted to. Though she won't date a bus driver. I don't see what the big deal is. You know, shit, ladies, if you was a multimillionaire and had success, would you date a guy who swept the streets? He might be employed. He might be making $50,000 a year. But remember, you're a multimillionaire. Would you do that? It's a different crowd, different people. So I didn't look at it as anything. You know, not saying she has to be bougie, not saying she has to have her nose in the air, but she has a right and her preference. And I think one of the things about today's society, when we say what we want or don't want, we get ridiculed. But who the fuck is anybody to judge or say what you want or what you don't want in terms of the type of person you want to date? You know, and she probably don't even like black men anyway. So I ain't even take that as a slight to black men, truthfully. But I just felt it kind of weird that she would ask a black woman that, but wouldn't ask a white woman that. That's it. I'm out. Doggie Diamonds. Subscribe. Hit the like. Peace. Yo.